In relation to that, there's a question here about the spread of the bats to other areas with dispersal, and also the worry that it would then spread to other states. One of the questions here is from Wayne at the University of Adelaide. Do you have any thoughts on why so far the disease has not been expressed in southern New South Wales, Victoria or South Australia?
Sharon, could I come back to that question if you don't mind? Can I add something to what Clive has been saying about the culling thing? So, there are ethical and biological reasons, or arguments at least, about culling, and philosophical arguments as well. From the point of view of hen control, the fundamental reason why culling is not the solution is that it wouldn't be effective. Flying foxes are nomadic animals. To say that you can cull a colony and remove animals from that location just indicates the lack of understanding of the biology of the animals and the complexity of the system, if you like. So that's the fundamental reason why culling is not an option to control Hendra virus, because what is that you would just have new animals coming into the location if you did remove the ones that were there, and in the context of causing that disturbance, that movement, that flux in the population, you would likely increase the opportunity for transmissions, infected animals coming in contact with naive animals, and so potentially exacerbate the situation with or without stress. I think another aspect is that people often think that the numbers of flying foxes are increasing and so we should need to cull them now, and I think your question alluded to the fact that culling had previously controlled numbers. The clear reality is that flying fox numbers aren't increasing, and I think if we look historically, then it's absolutely clear that the numbers have gone down over from the early 20th century, if you like, the 1930s, etc., and have been stable in recent decades, as I understand it. What we're seeing is a shift in where animals are living. So historically, flying foxes lived out in more remote bushland and weren't so much urban creatures. With the disruption of that urban bushland for a whole range of land use changes, and we're increasingly seeing urbanisation of flying foxes. They're increasingly coming into urban areas where there's more reliable food resource and they're taking advantage of that. So yes, it's true that people are seeing flying foxes in places where they haven't seen them previously or seeing more of them. But it's not because there are more animals, it's just because they're coming in here because the food resources are more reliable here than they are where they used to previously go. And it goes to that whole area of a One Health approach and not being able to separate the wildlife situation from the livestock situation and the human health situation. It truly is a complex situation and well and truly intermeshed.